saw this movie years and years ago when it caught my fancy, but I didn't think about it being a Christmas movie at all at the time. It was a cool movie, and but then when me and Kim started dating, it was one of the movies that we connected on, that we both said, hey, I love that movie. I love that movie. So we watched it together, and so that was one of the movies that we really connected on early on in our relationship.
Were y'all married when y'all watched it, or dating?
We were married probably the first time we watched it, but maybe not. I don't know. We love movies. You know, our first real date was a movie.
What movie?
It was called
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint with Chris Christopherson in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Didn't it have Treat Williams?
Treat Williams.
Yeah.
Went to Decatur and saw the movie, and it was our second date. It was our first kind of real date.
Didn't you say that you asked Mom almost like I don't know, I thought you told a story one time where you kind of called her out to tell her you didn't want to go on a date, and then y'all wound up going on a date.
Yeah, we both tried to break the date with each other, but because we're both so prideful, we ended up going. But yeah, that's a long story.
That's fine.
Not diffused. It's a Wonderful Life.
That's right. Earlier in the movie, George's brother falls through the ice. I was curious if y'all had any stories of in y'all's childhood, any near deaths or anything that. I know last night we were talking about Uncle Josh being thrown over the roof with a ski rope.
Yeah. I had I got caught on a catamaran one time. It was a little sailboat that Mike Knight put me on, and he jumped off to go get. I think he went to go get Josh, and I didn't know how to do it. And all of a sudden, that thing turned, and it was just headed out to Mexico, and I couldn't. Fast as it could go.
What's a catamaran?
A catamaran?
A catamaran.
What is that?
It's a little boat, and you had a little sail on it, and it would come up, the sail would move around over your head, and you had to figure out how to work it.
Mm-hmm.
And he rented it that day, and I'd been on it when he was working, and he jumped off of it, and all of a sudden that sail went, I'm just headed out to sea, scared to death.
What happened?
Finally, my dad, he can yell. He screamed, "Let go of the rope!" And so I did let go of the rope, which is not what you want. It's not intuitive to let go of something. So I let go of it, and the boat turned and went back into the sea. And so I was crying. I was probably, I can't remember, I was 10, 12 years old. And I was walking me out of the ocean. I was crying. Mom and Dad were holding my hand, and Mike said, "Boy, what were you scared about?" And I said, "Because I can't speak Spanish." That was scary as all get out. Both my near deaths were at sea. Another time,
The undertow?
Yeah, there was a big big sea turtle came in at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and it come in. It was, bigger than, good gracious, a lot bigger than that table, twice bigger than that table. And we went out to see the sea turtle, and there were a bunch of young kids out there, and all of a sudden I got caught up in undertow and I couldn't touch, and I was going under, and these kids grabbed me and saved they got me about where I could touch. And, I don't know if I would have died, but I don't know if I lived either. I don't know how. That's probably the closest I came to dying. That I didn't know.
Being little and hearing this story and confusing so many of the details and thinking that a sea turtle was what the undertow was. So the turtle had gotten you and was pulling you away. And so I remember being at the beach with the walkers and tripping the undertow, and me being there's no turtles anywhere. You're full of crap. And so for years I didn't know what undertow was. I thought it was a turtle.
How about you, Kim? You have any near-death experiences?
I mean,
I feel like
too
your whole
many,
life.
too many to count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least share the wagon one when you were a kid.
The trailer, do you mean?
Well, I thought, didn't they lock you in a box at one point?
In a cedar chest,
I thought they tied you down to an old wagon.
It was a trailer hitch, is what it was. And it was like this big trailer, and it had a tongue on the front of it, and they tied me on it with a belt and pushed it off a hill. And my mother just happened to look out the window and sees this happening. And so, it was the Wild West when I was growing up, and youngest of three, they would try everything out on me first, and if I lived, they might try it, or if it didn't look like that much fun, then they'd move on to the next experiment.
I always relate to this scene when he's like, I don't want to get married, I don't want to do anything. I'm like, yeah, you tell him, George.
You protested too much.
At what point did you know you related to that scene?
Yeah. Immediately. First time I saw it.
Must have been like 18.
Yeah.
Age like that when you're starting at ages that might consider marriage.
Now you listen to me. I don't want any plastics, I don't want any ground floors, and I don't want to get married ever to anyone. You understand that? I want to do what I want to do.
Did they throw rice at weddings when y'all were growing up?
Oh, totally. I think they did it up until probably
Until they poked a few eyes out
15,
with it.
20 years ago. I mean, that
Wait,
was...
really?
Little Ronnie Melton threw a bunch of it right in my face when we were walking, and it hurt like
I
all
don't think he threw it. I think he pelted it.
Yeah,
He
they
was
just
like,
went
yeah.
and just
Kind of
killed
like
me.
you guys when y'all did the candy thing recently and
Oh,
the
no.
Grinch and
Oh yeah.
It took me 10 years to get over it. Well, I'm not over it now.
But yeah, and then they moved on to birds.
Why did they stop doing it? Because birds?
I don't really know. Maybe because if they eat a lot of rice.
I always heard the legend was because of birds, but I didn't know why they stopped doing
I
it.
don't know.
That it might, yeah.
But now they don't do anything. Now it's like sparklers and
Well, sparklers and some will do petals and
Suzu's petals.
yeah, not just petals, but yeah, I've seen petals and then lots of I've even seen bubbles
Yeah,
where
I've
they
heard
have a
blue
little
bubbles.
thing and blow bubbles.
I want to do Roman candles. I think that would go well.
Yeah, imagine getting popped in the face by one.
Yeah. Just don't worry about little Ronnie Melton.
Yeah, be careful what you ask for.
This movie makes me cry in multiple different spots. How many times does it make you cry if you were honest in watching it? Can you think of the scenes?
Well, yes. I mean, the first one, without a doubt, is Mr. Gower.
Yeah.
That is just so heart-wrenching because, just talking about it can make me tear up. He was trying to help him at his own expense and then took his abuse from slapping him in his bad ear, and he was just knew that.
I know you don't mean it, Mr. Gower.
I know. And it was very poignant to me just with him, losing a son and everything in my family. That one gets me for sure. But there's so many in it that are just so, I think, powerful and touching.
And there's only one for me, but it gets
Mic a little
me
bit closer.
Okay.
every time. Was when his brother says to George,
Yeah.
the richest man in
Yeah, the George Bailey, the
George
richest
Bailey,
man
the
in town.
richest
right?
man in town.
Yeah, that's
Just
a tearjerker.
absolutely.
Good idea, Ernie. A toast to my big brother George, the richest man in town.
I always get
Same.
sad when Mr. Potter can't buy the Bailey loan store,
That's your first time to try. Oh, Mr.
Poor old guy,
So
he's just trying to monopolize this little town.
He's got all the railroads but one, and they won't give him that last one.
Potter's such a good guy.
His heart, too, giving his brother his money to go to school and continuing to be disappointed and, but still pushing through it and having a good life.
Well, that's why I love the movie so much. It's such a great movie of sacrifice, and then not understanding the impact you have on people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then when it comes home, it's just like, well, it just pours in that night at the end. And great, what a great scene.
But even this scene where he's got two people out in the rain
Right.
trying to
Yes.
help him, just because she's trying to give him a honeymoon, which I love that she's like, no, we're going to take this dump and we're going to make the best of this situation. Even though there's rain coming down the middle of the house, we're still going to this is going to be our honeymoon. We're going to make the best of it. I just love that.
But they never talk about the fact that they just became squatters.
Yeah.
They just said, okay, let's just take over this house.
Yep.
Like Randy Quaid.
It is a Christmas movie.
I was just thinking of Christmas Vacation because I I think at some point in time he's like talking about the house being crummy or something, like the leaky house, you know, like Christmas Vacation scene when he uses the chainsaw to cut off the banister.
Yeah, the banister.
Yes, and
I wonder if that's a throwback to this.
That's what I was just
I
thinking.
kind of, it's funny when we were watching it with you guys the other night, that truly crossed my mind when he put his hand on the banister and then did the, I wonder if that was,
It could be.
Fix the newel post.
They did such a good job when they made her like the widow librarian.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
She looks completely different.
I know.
Like it's even like the manner, it's the way she acts and plays it, but it's literally, it is like, it's like, oh my gosh.
That's the funniest part of the movie to me, because they're just like, and if you weren't alive, like, your brother would have died, this guy would have been murdered, and your wife would have been a librarian, old maid. It's like, oh no, the murder, whatever, but oh no.
No, librarian.
Tell me where she is.
You're not going to like it, George.
Where is she?
She's an old maid. She never married.
Where is Mary? Where is she? Where is she?
She's just about to close up the library.
It cracks me up that Potter has very little art in his office, but one of the things he has is a picture of himself. I know some people that would do that. Makes me think of Dodgeball with Ben Stiller's got that painting of him like taking the bull by the horns. It's a metaphor, but it actually happened.
It's funny, though, how much people thought that Jimmy Stewart was a communist after this movie came out.
Yeah, what was that about?
Well, because it's all about sharing the wealth. You know, it's kind of, I can see,
And
it
right
is a good bit of messages. Like, it doesn't seem crazy that
Right.
I was going to watch a movie back then. I bet, yeah, there's some communist stuff going on in there.
Yeah, well, it's just the way you should. I mean, he wasn't trying to.
Exactly.
The government.
Communism is the answer, guys. Earlier in the movie, they have the dance and the pool opens up under the gym floor. Have y'all ever seen anything like that before?
I have seen a gym floor like that, and a swimming pool underneath the gym floor.
Where?
In South Carolina in the 60s, there was a school that had that.
Man, you're old.
Well, you know that actually existed though, and it still does today.
Yeah, that was a new thing here when they filmed this.
It was
That
Beverly Hills Pool.
I think it was Beverly Hills High School.
High school,
Yeah,
you're
they
right.
just put that in.
They still use it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah,
that is really cool. And I've never seen anything like
I don't
that.
think they're making them that way anymore. But
No. Dad, do you remember, and Mom too, but do you remember the first time y'all went to the movie theater?
Ever?
Yeah. I also want you to share about the time you saw Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, golly, the first time I went to Walking Tall at a drive-in. That's our drive-in theater I ever went to.
Walking Tall.
The Walking
Yeah,
Tall.
we
I was
watched
on
that not long
like
ago.
a 12 and went with some people. I don't remember the first time I went to the movie theater. Do you remember?
I think so. I remember my grandfather would get all the grandkids, and he would take us on Sundays sometimes, and we would go to the theater, and that's kind of my earliest recollection of actually going to a movie theater. Now I remember later on when I was older, and you'd get the RC caps and
Yeah.
could get in on like a Wednesday or something for free, or maybe every,
Tuesdays in the summer and Saturdays in the winter.
yeah, and which I didn't live in town, but
It might have been Wednesdays in the summer.
But we would kind of plan around that and take them, which seems so ridiculous now that you could use bottle tops to get in the movie. But
6 of them. Yeah,
Just
that's
like the
the little top
Yeah.
of it.
Y'all lived in the Great Depression. Trading bottle caps to go to the movie theater seems made
I
up.
really only remember doing that a couple of times. But
It's all about the concession stand.
Always money in the banana stand.
Dad, will you share those when you went and saw Planet of the
Well,
Apes?
the funny, I can win on a Saturday with RC caps.
Yeah.
And so I went by myself to go see the Planet. And it
You
came out.
drove too, right?
No, nearly, but it was 1970 when it came out. 70, 71, 69.
Something like
Yeah.
I think you're 8 years old. But you said that movie stayed in theaters so long.
Well, yeah, I don't know how long but it literally, it was your RC cap, Saturday morning, got in, was sitting there by myself. My parents let me do crap like that. It was amazing.
Crazy.
And And then there was a scene where they played
Came
this.
out 68.
Yeah, 68.
68, so I'm 8 years old, and I'm up there by myself.
That's insane.
And there's a point in time when they pull back they're about to land on the planet, and one of the astronauts is turned into an ape. And when they do that, they play this music. It's like, right when they show the ape, and it's just like, boom, 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 and you're like, oh my God, it just scared me to death. And I had to leave. I had to go out in the bathroom and gather myself. I thought, I don't know if I can go back in. I was so upset, so scared.
I can't believe they let you go by yourself.
Of course they did. I was driving at 11.
Yeah, it's 12. I love that you're. I was kidding with 11. It was 12 though.
I mean,
Can't
I
smoke
was too, but we lived out. I wasn't driving
yeah.
town, but we lived out and drove, really young.
That's funny. Nick, tell that story about when you found Joe at the hospital.
I did. I was just thinking about that, but he said, because you get it honestly, because when Papa Joe was having his liver problems, I was the first one in the hospital. He's talking to the nurse. Sydney's not even in the room, so it was just me and him. He didn't know I'm in there. She goes, "Do you drink?" And he said, "Yes." She said, "How often?" He said, "About every other day." She said, "Do you smoke?" He said, "When I drink." She said, "When you start smoking?" He said, 11. She goes, I go, "Oh my God." And he realized I'm in the room. He goes, 14. That's not any better. Like, oh, those 3 years really changed.
What a relief.
Yeah.
Now I feel better.
Yeah. Oh,
I think my dad was about 11 too. I mean,
that's
that's
so crazy. Being like mathematics.
Yeah,
just
they were
so
probably
tough.
like working at the docks or something.
well, and the fact we had a smoking ground in high school. Now,
That's crazy.
they phased it out. I think the last year they had it was when I was a freshman, because I only remember like 1 year. But literally, that kids would go out there that were, 14 to 18 years old, out there smoking at break and
With
stuff.
like teachers too, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I don't remember teachers, because they could smoke in the teacher's lounge or wherever.
In the classroom while they were teaching.
Probably. I don't ever remember that happening, but
Is that why you became a teacher?
Yeah, that did not have any impact on that decision at all. But yeah, because I bet, did they have it the whole time you were in high school?
Oh, yeah. The whole time. Did y'all have it the whole time? They got rid of it when you were
Did
in.
you
No.
leave Planet of the Apes and I gotta go get a smoke?
It really.
I never smoked, but I would have.
Yeah. No, I
You were old enough.
No, no.
I think they phased it out either my freshman or sophomore year.
Yeah,
They
they
didn't
had it
have
the whole time I was there.
I know the stories, but on our podcast we always ask how everyone found out Santa Claus wasn't real. Can y'all share y'all's stories?
Yeah, I mean, I never had anyone tell me per se. My brother or sister, they never told me. But one time, I don't know if I was snooping or what, and I found a baby doll in the top of my mom's closet. And I got it down and was playing with it. And then I put it back, and then I got it for Christmas. So I was immediately, I knew then that was mom and dad. And I was so sad that I found out.
Well, I think mine is what happened, and this has created a funny story in our family. My brother, like y'all, we were separated a similar amount of years. Y'all are what are y'all? 5.5. We were 4.5. And so as I started asking the questions and kind of figuring it out, then they were like, well, we better tell Eddie the truth because he's going to ruin it for Josh. And so they sat down and told me the truth. And I was like, okay. And they said, you need to be part of it for Josh. And I was like, yeah, for sure. So we were able to play it up. I got to be Santa and talk, be excited and get him excited. So then fast forward 20-something years later, and Nick is getting to that point. We're having to talk to him, and Kim does not want to. She goes, I just don't want to. And I said, Kim, we got to. He is going to ruin it for Reed. So he's starting to ask those questions. He probably knows. And so Kim is, one night she put in bed, and you can tell this part, Kim.
Well, you were out of town and had kind of decided that you thought we should tell him, even though I was not on board. But I did see the logic, and we didn't want to ruin it for his brother that was just little. a year old at that time, if even, So he starts asking me,
Oh, no, wait.
There's no way I was
No,
6
no,
questioning
Kim,
Santa.
Kim.
Oh, no, my bad. my
Reed
bad.
was 6 and 7.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like
8,
11,
and he's
12.
like 13,
Okay.
12
I was in
years
4th
old.
grade when I found
Okay,
out.
my bad,
Yeah.
bad.
I was in his first class. With
It's
Sarah
I was about to say, it'd be
Bussey.
crazy to be like, we're worried about this 1-year-old.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
I'm
There's
not
no
worried about a
way.
6-year-old either.
Got me some like
Yeah, yeah.
Christmas Day.
You
I
make
mean,
it sound like
like-
a Sherlock Holmes, and I'm the exact opposite.
I have a lot going on. Okay, just
You know that's bull crap, Mom.
The dates aren't lining up.
Okay,
Now we got this on camera.
y'all got me. Anyway, and so, Nick's like, Mom, I want to know, is it you and Dad? And I'm like, well, honey, the spirit of Christmas is real, and we believe in our hearts.
Keep in mind, I'm 6.
Yeah, that's when he,
Okay, oh my God.
that's when he, that's when he pulled out the cigarettes and said, let's have that sex talk.
He wouldn't have
What are
let
these
me.
birds and the bees you're talking about?
Anyway, okay. And I just
From
kept,
Dad's leather jacket.
I just kept trying to be evasive and not answer it. And so finally he's like, Mom, I really want to know. I said, is it you and Dad? And I just nodded my head up and down, and tears start rolling down Nick's face, and I start crying, and then I call Eddie, and I'm like, I knew we should have told him. Why did I have to do this? I mean,
We were in there right by the door.
oh, it was
So
awful.
as soon as I got home from school, I was like, it's time! I gotta know.
It was an awful moment for me. I just felt like I never wanted, and I said I'll never have that conversation with Ray. Never. I'm just not going to do
Look forward, she didn't have to. Miss Nobles told him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, I wasn't Miss Knoll. I thought it was Miss Wilward.
Oh, no, it was Miss Knowles.
Oh, okay.
that.
6th grade, 5th grade,
4th grade.
4th grade.
No, you were 5th grade.
No, 5th grade.
She's
right.
5th
Fifth
grade, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's about the time most people got it figured out by then. But
She thought so.
But fortunately, we had old Nick, so you were protected. You had extra
Yeah.
Christmases.
No, most people tell it to. They're like, "Oh, that's awesome. I wish I could have believed that long."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, only one person's believed longer than Reed that's done our podcast, and it was Roy Wood Jr., which is like, so I was not expecting
No,
that.
I would not have expected that.
Yeah, he was like, I was like 14. We're like, what? Might have been older than that.
I think he's 7th grade, I believe.
Yeah.
Was he like the youngest or an only child or anything?
Hey, he's on a job.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that may
that
be.
makes sense.
Yeah, he just said he had a cousin that was like, "Hey, go check the closets." Like,
There's always
they're in there. They're in there.
Why is there always that kid that wants to ruin it? Or a teacher, as it turned out.
Yeah.
That's still hard to believe. But I was so disappointed. Thought he had a few more years.
Yeah, it's all right. I had a good run.
He did. He did.
So did Nick. He learned at a good time. He'd already figured it out. We just had to hurry up and tell him.
So when y'all think of Christmas, what's the first memory that comes to mind? Do y'all think of like one with our family, or do you think of something when you were a child? What do you think about?
Probably when I was a child, more first. When you think about Christmas, just in general, your mind. As you get older, you'll find that your mind jumps around a lot from a standpoint. You'll think about something that happened when you were a kid, and then you'll think about y'all as kids, and so it's really cool because I have so many neat memories of childhood. I had so many happy Christmases, and with y'all, so many neat memories about Christmas. Talking about the go-kart today, the pinball machine. I remember me and Josh rolling down the street at midnight.
Oh, I remember y'all dropping
Excuse
it.
me.
Yeah,
The huge, y'all made this huge boom, and I was like, Santa is here. And so I was like, I'm going to go see him. So I came out the bathroom, and I started walking, and before I hit the 3rd step, I hear your voice as shrill and yell, "Get back upstairs now!" I was like, oh my God. I was scared.
No, we were all 4 of us.
oh yeah, pushing down the street. There's a lot of, those are all fun things that you did, put together. And of course, somehow having to put together toys was not the fun part of it.
I'm sure.
I used to get Mom to buy toys off display.
Well, you know, I certainly think about the ones we had with y'all, but I think because we saw my dad more, because he would leave in the morning so early and, you know, get home not terribly late, but just went to bed really early just because of his hours. And I just remember, you know, Christmas was just a special time, and he would take us and we would go and get Mom's gift and get gifts for each other. And I remember we would go and cut a tree, you know, you only have live trees back then.
Just like Christmas vacation.
Yeah, exactly. So we never had one that big, but anyway. But definitely neat experiences we had with y'all when y'all were kids, and you know, all you'd go through to surprise you and get, you know, neat things that you wanted. So
One memory y'all will appreciate knowing Mom like you did, and so one morning it was, we had the same rules. We couldn't go in and till our parents were up. But one morning I got up, and it had to be, it's probably 3 in the morning, and there were no lights on in the house. And I remember going ahead and I thought, I'm going to walk in there and see if the toys are out yet. Because we got up really early, usually about 4:30 or 5, woke our parents up. So I thought, I'm going to go see if the toys are in yet. Well, I walked in and I thought, well, I'm going to go fill my stocking. Because I knew I could kind of wear a hat. This old house, y'all were never in this house. But you went around the corner and I knew I could get the fireplace real easy. So I reached over there and my stocking was empty. And I went back to bed and I cried for an hour. Because I thought, I didn't think I was a bad boy. I didn't get anything for Christmas. So so finally Josh woke up about 5. We went and got Mom and Dad. We go, then there's gifts everywhere. But the stockings are empty. And I went, Santa didn't leave anything in the stocking. And my mother goes, oh Lord, he must have forgot. She had no idea she'd just broken my heart for about an hour crying because she forgot.
Real quick, we were just talking about Gigi, and it cracked me up so much. For people listening at home, we went to Alabama Theater to watch Christmas Vacation this past week. I thought y'all had seen it. Y'all thought y'all had seen it, but then we went and saw it. They were the 2 loudest people in the theaters.
Obnoxiously loud.
But yeah, I mean, it ended. Y'all were like, why wouldn't everyone else laugh as loud? But the scene that cracked me up too is when they're sitting around the table talking about seeing Santa, and it was another Gigi moment. Randy just, you serious, Clark? You know, wasn't that with you and Gigi, Mom?
we
It
were
was all
all in
of
the
us.
car.
Yeah.
Y'all know I've always done the Christmas calendars. Well, there was nowhere in Coleman that you could get them done, so we would have to go to Kinko's in Birmingham. I don't even know if Kinko's is still around. It's probably not.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Well, it's like FedEx, Kinko's. I think they merged.
Yeah, okay, that's right. And so we would always go, and we'd usually plan to do something fun around it. So we were all in the car going, and we were going to drop that off. And I look into the sky, and I'm like, oh my goodness, look, boys, you know, it's Santa. And it looked, you know, just like Santa's sleigh, whatever. And Gigi looks over and said, oh my Lord, Kim, you had me believing it too.
It's just a plane.
Just an airplane.
And me and Eddie were just looking at each other like, really, Grayson?
I think of that moment. You serious, Clark? It's definitely Gigi.
I thought about my wife.
I didn't think about it till about 5 minutes before that scene. I was realizing it was coming up, and I was like, oh my gosh! I was like, this is so, like, the joke's gonna hit them twice as hard.
It did.
No, but the scene that was so funny was when she's holding his nuts, and it's just freeze. And Mom's laughing so loud that there was people in the 3rd level balcony being like, who the hell is laughing at this? And I just remember too, like, telling people, like, I was like, Mom was like, why aren't more people laughing? And it was like, because they've seen this movie 100 times. It's so funny that this is like people's like thing that, like, there's people in front of us line like, we do this every year. We come every year and watch this movie, and y'all have never seen it before.
Well, then we had seen bits and pieces of it.
Well, I'm really concerned about the people sitting around me when I figured it out. And I think he's going to go kidnap the mom. And people are like, surely you're kidding.
It was a whodunit for Eddie. Yeah.
It is funny. Like, the RV's leaving. It's like, what's your first hint? When did you figure it out?
No, I said it when he was actually, telling me which one I want for Christmas.
This is what I want.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I said he's gonna go get in there with RV. I'm like, yeah, he definitely gonna do it. And then people look around like, what the heck? You've never seen this?
Yeah. Well, especially considering they had characters at the beginning where they're like, if you're in the costume contest, come on stage, and they had the guy tied up.
I didn't know who those people were.
What do y'all think though? Like, if y'all are ranking Christmas movies, is that a contender for one of the best?
I mean,
I can watch this movie, It's a Wonderful Life, every year and love it. And I don't see myself watching that movie every year.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, to me, it's not that kind of movie. It was fun and I enjoyed it, but then, I could see it 2 or 3 more times, but not an every year movie. But I liked it. I thought it was fun.
No, yeah, you clearly liked it.
But,
Yeah,
but it's
it
like
was
the
great
people
fun.
people weren't laughing because they've seen it so much.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
so comedies are different. I can't watch a comedy over and over and over and over and over. But a movie like this, I can.
Mhm.
It has
Well,
great meaning.
and I think you relate a movie too sometimes to how it makes you feel. And I almost Home Alone I would still put above that one just because it's, I don't know, such a heartwarming family, and I could relate to a lot of things with them leaving to go to the airport. Because that one year that we went like 2 days after Christmas to Hawaii, and we're like just trying to pack and get out of the house, and so there, I don't know.
Yeah, I relate to that movie too. I really always wish my family would disappear.
Very funny.
I made my family disappear.
Well, speaking of which, have you said what your first Christmas memory?
I mean, I just said kind of a snowstorm memory, but nothing really stands out too much. More just like it being cold and just being around the fire on the floor and stuff like that. But there's not like a super distinctive memory. Why did you think of something?
No. You just were asking us that, and I just wondered what your first memory was at Christmas.
No, I do. My first memory though, or one of my early memories, I know you know, is when we were in New York and we were on the pier, maybe at the beach or something. I can't remember, but I had a Coke I was drinking, and you asked if you could have a sip of the Coke. And
Yeah.
it was on ice, and I had like half of it in a drink and half of it in a can. I was like, you can have a sip from the can. You just looked at me and was like, I'll always remember this. And you didn't remember it. I did, though. It scarred me for life because I remember they'd be like, no, you can have it for the ice. You're just, I'll always remember this. I was like 5 years old. What were you doing?
I do remember the moment of just going.
Well, we also called you the Icy Hog because Mom used to get a Coke
Yeah,
Icy,
yeah.
and we'd all kind of share it. And Mom would take up this, I'd take up this, and then get past you, and then get past the front, and the damn thing would be gone. And we'd be like, oh my God, Icy Hog strikes again.
They're really good.
It's icy.
That, and then anytime you had a bottle in the car, the second it was empty, everyone had to be ready, like on guard.
You throw it.
Yo, you had to wear a helmet. It would like hit the windshield. Oh my God.
He would fling it with such force.
I better get ready. This one's almost done. Besides this movie, what are some of your other favorite movies?
Not Christmas movies, just
Not Christmas. Just
favorite
any
movie.
movies, yeah. I
The
know Good Will Hunting has to be up there for you.
love Good Will Hunting. Love The Sting. Love Casablanca.
I was gonna be shocked if the
Yeah.
2 weren't on there.
Yeah, those are some of my favorites for sure.
Forrest
Yeah.
Gump. I mean,
Forrest
you
Gump.
can't leave that out.
Of course, I have some ones I don't like to admit on camera that I really like.
Well, those are the ones we want to hear.
Go on.
Yeah, I'm a closet pretty woman lover.
Yeah.
Oh God, I remember when you showed me that movie when I was like 5. Mom got home and was so pissed off.
One of the many times, yeah.
Yeah, we've shared the story on the pod about you taking us to forgetting, or to, so there's something about Mary.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell that story from y'all's perspective?
Well, Mom doesn't remember it right.
Yeah, well, why don't you fill us in on that?
Well, I had actually gone to a fraternity reunion, and Rush Rice was talking about this movie.
That's where you got the rap.
I love that. That's the first part of the story.
The Rush
My
Rice.
frat bros are talking about the school movie.
Or my family. Yeah.
The Rush Rice, I trusted Rush. He wasn't typical delinquent like the rest of us, but so I was asking Rush. I said, "Man, I really want to go see it." Oh man, it's so funny. It is so good. Anyway, so we were. Rush said, "No." I said, "Well, we'll be back home Sunday. I wonder if I can get Kim to we'll go." I said, "Well, we got the kids." He goes, "How old are your kids?" And I told him. He goes, "Oh, there's nothing in that movie that's bad. They'll be fine." And I'm like, "Really?" He goes, "Oh yeah, there's maybe one scene, but it's no big deal." And I was like, "Okay, great." So I went home and I talked to Kim and I said, "Come on." She goes, "I don't know. I heard this kind of bad." I said, "Let's go." Well, then we go, and then there's somebody sitting behind us. I'm not gonna say who. That Kim was like, "Oh gosh, we got our kids in there. What are they gonna think if this movie's bad?" Well, sure enough, we're not in there. We were in there about 20 minutes. And
5 minutes.
I think less than, yeah.
I think we made it
He
for a little
zips
bit.
his nuts up in the first scene.
There's a little. It's got to be a little longer. than that.
Maybe 8 minutes.
Yeah.
I will bet over has 11.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll take that with the intro credits.
Yeah, that might have been the moment where we're about to leave, and there was something else that happened. You're like, all right, we're going.
Yeah, it was like
I just remember
Kim
Andrew and
said.
Joey Clark sitting at the very back of the theater. So we walked past them on the way out. Like, y'all were embarrassed because I guess somebody you knew were like, I can't believe you're watching this. I was embarrassed because someone I knew was like, I can't believe you're not getting to watch this.
It was a lose-lose day.
Well,
Yeah.
I have to interject. It wouldn't have mattered had there been anyone in there that we knew or not. I mean, it was obvious y'all did not need to be at that.
Yeah, they didn't even be in the movie. Rush had a bad moment.
That only made it worse.
Rush.
Oh yeah.
It was
Rush had
Rush's
a
fault.
Yeah, I love the way he's deflected all this to Rush.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Can't believe my frat bros made a bad movie recommendation for my family and me.
Who would have thought that?
I guess we can't go watch Animal House now either.
Yeah, forget that. Another movie I had forgotten about that recently we saw in Bucket
I gotta be
List.
honest.
Bucket list.
Strip clubs, casinos, the town looks better under Potter's Hill.
No.
What a great time!
No, I don't
Dime a
agree.
dance.
It's like a small town feel, but with everything Vegas has to offer.
Yeah.
This is what I think people thought was going to happen to Coleman if we went west.
It was. I showed this movie in church.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God!
Here's the thing y'all talking about. Where's Mary? She's
Oh,
running
yeah.
down the library.
It's just so funny because it builds up to that one. It's
Yeah,
like,
his brother's dead.
that's the final reveal.
What's the worst movie I've ever seen?
I feel like I can name that. Movies I'm trying to get y'all to watch.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is, Dad, I got y'all to watch Rango one time, and after the movie ended, I don't think you were trying to be funny. You just looked at me and were like, "So you've seen that twice now."
Rango? Is that
Rango.
Is
It
it
was
Rango?
the cartoon
Oh,
lizard.
okay.
Oh yeah, okay. I
Yeah,
know what you're talking about now.
it's a fun movie, but Dad was just not having it.
Probably one of the worst, and I hate to say it because I love Patrick Swayze, but Roadhouse.
Interesting.
When I just at the time, and obviously I haven't watched it again, but I just thought was
Yeah, I feel like I've tried to get you to watch movies that you would like worse. Or you wouldn't like Roadhouse. You'd rather watch.
yeah. And I'm not going to like any movie typically that has wrestling or
A
boxing.
lot of violence.
You know.
Yeah, he just punched a cop as you said that.
Yes,
He punched Bert.
yeah, but it was Bert.
There are scenes in this movie that do shock me, though. That really are kind of extreme for this movie.
Even
when she says downstairs, he's having sex with me.
No, he's making mad passionate love.
That kind of shocks me that this movie's got that in it.
Oh yeah.
it says, yeah, she said, "I'm about to have violent sex with Jordan
Oh,
Bailey."
oh, you're right. It was worse. And then
But no, I remember that too. 'Cause we were watching that. It was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it just kind of shocks
well,
me.
and at that
Wholesome
era,
movie.
But you do have to remember how much dark stuff was going on. Dark humor was prevalent because so much war, all that stuff was going on back then.
Mary, who's down there with you?
It's George Bailey, Mother.
George Bailey? What's he want?
He's making violent love to me, Mother.
Okay, you know, I cry every time on this thing coming up, but I don't know if without sound,
Not being in it.
without sound, I don't know if I will. So even though I know it, a while ago when I was talking about it, I got choked up. But
He
now,
says not a smidgen of temperature. It's just so sweet.
I love his emotion all throughout this thing. Though it was just so good. Yes.
I mean, especially like just imagine coming back from war and doing this. You know, want to live, and it's just, he saw so many people die, so many of his friends, and
Killed people.
Yeah. You don't think about Jimmy Stewart being a murderer.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I know I'm gonna cry.
I know, Laura, you're tearing up.
I'm choking up right now.
Me too.
Yeah, it's just such a great scene.
Well, I think too, it's such a powerful, subplot on perspective. You go from thinking your life's just terrible to all it took was just a little bit of perspective to be like, my life's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, why have I been taking, these things for granted that I have?
He didn't understand the impact he had until he got to actually look at it.
That guy's probably the happiest.
Uncle Billy is like, thank God, I still lost 8,000, but we're gonna be okay. I still can't remember anything,
But even that, I mean, is such a, I think, important scene just as far as if he just wouldn't have been trying to get revenge on Potter, it cost him to lose some money because he's just trying to,
Well, and Potter also said if you go to the worthless people, they're gonna laugh you out of town. Well, Mary went to them and they just said whatever he wants.
he said that
whatever he needs.
they can't help you.
Well, it makes me think of
They
that
won't help you.
scene.
They'll laugh you out of town.
Me and Dad talk about it a lot. It's one of our favorite scenes in Parks and Rec when Leslie needs a favor, but she doesn't call it in because she ends up having to bail Ron out of jail. So they finally ask for a favor, and Ben Wyatt's just like, "Why did you do this for Leslie?" And he said, "Leslie Knope's the kind of person that uses favors to help other people, so she gets unlimited favors."
Yeah.
And it was like, damn, that's great.
That is great.
Really? Just like that?
Leslie Knope gets as many favors as she needs.
Can I ask why?
Because she's the kind of a person who uses favors to help other people.
Yeah, I won't look through.
No. Such a good ending, but especially just in life, like you can just feel like you can feel like you're completely lost, but not really know how close you are to being on the other side of things.
Oh yeah.
The power of faith. I mean.
Yeah, I think that's the best line in the movie right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got close.
sure you did, Bob. That's so funny. Got close, just
Because I love that message too. No man is a failure, has friends.
Beautiful film.
Every time a bell rings.
Christmas
enjoy
Vacation.
his wings. Oh yeah.
That scene.
Yep, they sure did. They showed that.
Wait. Oh yeah, that.
Yeah,
he's like,
I was just thinking it'd be hilarious right now. He was just like, "I did it."
I did it.
Movies, 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 movies. Nick and Reed reviewing movies. Movies, 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 movies. Watching movies till we